Hi friends, and welcome to today's Tuesday travel vlog, where every Tuesday I post a video talking about the cool things that I've done and the fun places I've seen as I travel cross country in my RV. Don't forget to click like, subscribe, and the bell icon so you can get notified of all of my videos. Today's Tuesday travel vlog comes to you from Big Bend National Park, right along the Mexico border. So named for that big curve that you would find in the Rio Grande River. Big Bend National Park was established as a national park in the 1930s under Roosevelt. In the early 30s and 40s, they still used this area for farming. They planted cotton. There are still remnants of adobe structures here that served as stores and trading posts between the Mexicans and the Americans. In 2019, there was a fire that started on the other side of the Rio Grande. It did jump the river, and it has caused some damage within the park and the structures. So there is a rehabilitation project to try to fix some of those structures from the fire. I traveled down from Alpine, Texas, which was about an hour away. Once I got into the park, I traveled down south towards Panther Junction, and then off to the west, and then south down the scenic highway. There is gas inside the park, which is a good function, being that it is about an hour from the nearest town, and it is a large park. You cannot cover this entire park in one day. I am currently standing in front of the Rio Grande River with Mexico behind me. Now, the canyon was formed by the Rio Grande. Now, I'm here in January, so the river isn't as high as it would be potentially after the spring thaw or the summer rains. Even more so, the river is not what it used to be. The river that came through here was much larger, flowed a lot faster, but since then, back in the 30s and 40s, since then, modern day, a lot of the water is diverted for irrigation, for water usage in towns. So it's not as big as it was, as you can see behind me. But it did form out this beautiful canyon. The hike into the canyon is 1.6 miles round trip. It does have some very steep climbs up and down, as well as some stairs, but it takes you directly into the canyon, down to the river. Where I'm standing, I'm at the end of the trail, and it is a quite gorgeous view. I mean, these views. Part of the trail is actually nice and smooth, taking you through the brush along the river's edge. And along the beautiful river are some Mexican goats just living their best lives. The national park staff have been working diligently to fix the trails. I mean, through the entire hike, I must have passed maybe a dozen staff fixing the trail all the way up here. So my proverbial hats off to the MPS staff for making my visit that much better. I could not imagine actually taking this hike in the summertime with 110 degrees heat. Being here in the January has been absolutely perfect. It's late afternoon, it's not too hot, but it is buggy, so glad I had some bug spray, but highly recommend coming to this park in the winter months. Certainly not as crowded, and the weather is quite nicer. So thanks for traveling with me. I finally got to see Mexico. I made it down to the border. Be sure to check out all my other videos, and I will see you next Tuesday.